Hey, how's everyone doing today? I'm Casp, and this is episode 12. As you can see, I've been doing a little bit of work on the house. I put the roof on here, and which will be the floor for the next floor. Um, Still, obviously, a ton of work to do up there. As well as down here, I still have to add in arches and stuff like that, but it's starting to come along. I put in the uh, black lining across the bottom on the second floor, and started putting some of the potion stuff up together. I kind of toyed with a few ideas that used up a little more of the space here rather than just having it all against the wall, but this ended up working pretty good. I may change it if I decide to make any of the brewing stands automated. Probably I would just do it for healing potions, but that would be a project for another day. Right now I just wanted to get everything in the spot and functional. Then we have these potion shelves, which are really handy. I'm going to fill this all up with health potions, and this one's going to be all regeneration. Then the other three will be for the other potions. These are really handy, these stands too, because if I need a health potion, I can just run up. Oops. Or if I shift click, yeah, then I just grab it right off the shelf, which is kind of neat. I got some water here. I'm gonna add another bucket to make that stable, but yeah, that's what I've been up to. A little bit on the plans for the third floor. This is going to be more or less like a courtyard area. Probably have some trees and stuff like that. There is going to be a roof here. Whether or not it covers this section, I'm not sure. I may do like a glass roof or like glass little like dome bit over top of this. I'm not sure yet. These side sections, I don't currently know what I'm going to do with them yet. And then here is going to be like a dining area. Add in a table. These tables here, and you can combine these. Like you can place them, and they sort of do like a multi-block thing, and then you can make a really big table out of it. And then just a little bit of a balcony here, so not too sure on how I'm going to work that out, but that's what the plan is for this floor so far. And I was going to cover this whole thing up, but decided it would look kind of cool if you could look down all three floors. And I may do a little bit of a dome sort of thing here as well, but I'm not too sure on that. For now, I'm just gonna do a whole bunch of brewing and get these potion shelves filled up. Mostly just the health potions, anyways, since I have one left. So I figured out a way to partially automate the brewing stands. And basically, hoppers drop left from right in their inventory. So rather than having to wait for it to get finished brewing and then put in your next ingredient, you can just put your ingredients in a row on the hopper, and as soon as there's an open spot, the next ingredient will just fall down, and you end up with your finished product rather than having to put all the ingredients in each one individually. So I think I'm going to do that. There we go. So here's something interesting. These bookshelves will act like a container if you have a pipe or a hopper hooked up to it. So what that means is I could have hoppers underneath of the brewing stands here, which could pull it out and go into a pipe, which could then sort the potions into the shelves, and then again, like downstairs, I'll just have a redundancy system. If the shelf is full, then it'll just come up over and into this chest, I think. So I may do that then. I know I said I wasn't going to fully automate it, but it'll still be partial to start with, but that'll at least make it easier. You just brew the potions and then they find their way to their appropriate shelf and just make sure the shelves are all filled up. So I'm going to go to that, and yeah, I'll have to take most of this wall out, but the good thing about the pipes is the micro blocks can fit on them, so I'll still be able to have the wall on the back side as well as the front side, I guess, and then just have the pipes running inside the wall. Okay, all the pipes are in place, and it's pretty much just the same setup I have in my storage room. This setup would not work if it was any longer unless you were doubling potions, and that's because with the more or less redundancy system, so that potions can go up if the shelf is full, that means you always have to leave white open. But if a potion needs to go down there and it's coming through here and it's not marked in on green, then it will go green or white. And basically, problem with that is some of your potions won't go to where they're supposed to go. They'll just go up and around. So every single potion this side of this row has to be marked in on the green. So it will go this way and only this way until it gets to where it needs to go. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just start organizing all the potions into their shelf. I have the signs up here. It's covers every type of potion. Some of them just as like 2 rather than long and whatnot, regen, and then I have regen 2 long and splash, health 2 and splash health, and yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and fill all that in. Okay, so basically how this works is you have the lever on, which applies redstone so the hopper doesn't suck an item out. You brew the item, pull the lever, it'll drop down, get sucked through, and there we go. Sorts itself in there, and I'm just working on making one of every potion so that I can get it into the or organized into the pipes here. Well, almost done with the potions, other than I ran out of spider eyes, so I set this quick little spawner trap up here. Really crude and basic, but it gets the job done for now. This is the ladder that goes down to my skeleton spawner, and this is right here. Pretty much just the post, and they can't get past it. And then when you want to go inside to get the drops, you just turn the lights on so they can't spawn, and go inside and grab the drops. Well, that took a while, but apart from a few regens, we are fully stocked on potions. So that's good. And I suppose the last thing to do now is to patch up the back of this wall. And after this, I'm not sure, it'll probably be some more decorating stuff, so oops. Here's something I didn't really account for. The water is leaking through the floor, but I think Just any block at all will stop it from doing that. So I'm going to take one of these really tiny square micro blocks and just put it there and there and see if that works. Yep, there we go. And you can't tell the difference at all unless you're really looking at it, so that works. So I have an idea I kind of like for the sides of these because, well, I mean it's just too big and flat to really do too much with. There's stuff you can do with it, but it'll be easier if it's more textured. But I was kind of looking at either side here, and if I had enough room out this way, I could put portals on one on that side and one on this side, the Twilight Forest and then the Nether portal, and probably have a fence around it or something just to keep any unfriendly mobs that come in out, and then just run this straight down here, this door, and then it'll just like tunnel through to here, and this is going to be where the trail is to the farm, so that works out pretty good there. So I think I'm going to try that and see how it looks anyway. So where's that Enderman? I need your Ender Pearl. Where'd he go? Uh-oh. Oh, maybe he's gone. Okay, so this is my roof design that I'm thinking of using. Probably repeat it 3 times, once there, once in the middle, and then here. This block is on a flat block base so that I can attach things to the bottom of it, and probably gonna try and hang like a chandelier down the middle one, which should look pretty cool. And it'll be nice to have a roof up because it keeps raining, and that's pretty annoying. I got this railing up on the top floor as well as the grass planted for the courtyard area. Some of it will get dug up, but for now I just threw in a block of grass and let it grow. And I expanded this side out here as well, so. But I'm gonna repeat this roof another 2 times and see how it looks. So that looks pretty decent, I think. Each little spot has its own section, and I think I'm gonna do similar roof style out to here and just stretch it one big long piece all the way across. And not sure if I want to do another one here or if I want to do just like a flat roof and then have a dome above here. It's kind of a odd shape. Chunk of grass is the only thing. It's not really round. If you made a dome that looked like this, it would look pretty funny. So I'm gonna do the front side. Maybe something overhanging this, I'm not sure. And then I'll get to over here. Almost done. This is what I came up with for the balcony area, which looks pretty good. I noticed I made a mistake here. This is supposed to be netherrack because this is the edge. But yeah, for the balcony I just kind of extended it out a bit and it looks pretty decent. I'll probably do it for there and there. And still haven't decided what to do there, but I'm gonna keep working on this. Okay, the roof is finally done. It Took a really long time actually. But I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. It definitely adds some variety and well, it's the top floor, so you don't have to worry about bumping it up at all with the floor above. I may have stuff above it, like some, I don't know, towery type of things or something, but they'll mostly be decorative, so I'm not too worried about that. For this courtyard area, I went with like a sort of a greenhouse style roof. I'm not sure if I like it, but once I actually get the water, the trees and plants and everything in here, I will decide what to do with it, whether I want to keep it or change it. So, and another thing to note, you'll may see someone else running around. We're just playing on LAN, and basically she'll just be around from time to time doing random things, or I'm also planning to use that account as a third-person view camera at some point in time. I don't have any specific plan or anything for that yet, but sometime in the future. And I guess now that we have I don't really have any of the walls or anything. I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do here. If I want to keep it more open and do like arches and stuff around here, or if I want chunks of solid wall. Probably have enough chunks of solid wall if I need to use them for anything. Need to add the chandelier thing, and all these arches here on this floor are ready to be made. As well as the balcony here. I think I'm gonna stick with the iron bars for the railing. I may switch it to something else afterwards, but I think the glass with gold rail for inside and then outside do the iron bars looks pretty good. And that's just gonna follow the nether brick around this whole balcony area here. So, I think I'm gonna start working on a design for these arches here. Not sure if I'm gonna do something as fancy as what I did down there. Maybe just something a little bit more basic up here. Definitely nothing big coming across that's going to fill this area up. I want to keep it a little more open since it's like a usable area as opposed to a decorative area. So I'm gonna work on that, and I'll start recording again when I have something to show. So I decided to go with slightly, well, keeping with the same style, a little bit different, quite a bit more simple, but I think it looks pretty good, and it doesn't really intrude too much on the walking space in here. And then I'm going to do something else on the outside of these pillars here, but I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do yet. Probably something that maybe comes up and over a little bit more significantly. I'm not sure, because these ones only touch up on one block there, so I have to try and see. If not, I may just do this this same pattern here and then just a little corner block. So for now I'm gonna repeat all of this on each and every section on the second floor here. Well, the second floor arches and pillars are all done up and decorated, and they look pretty good. They match down here, but they're different enough that they are different, keeping with the same style, so I kind of like that. I switched the bottom block from the nether brick coal just to a stone brick. They just stuck out too much and especially on these corners here. We just had like this one block here for the little doorway arch sticking out, and it didn't look all that great. I just put 4 of these arches in, just in between these rooms and the balconies here. And I got most of the metal bars all up. Oops. But I kind of like the open look of the 3rd floor and how it kind of expands on the 2nd floor there. So I'm thinking I may leave these corners open as well, like have bars across them like this, and then do some sort of arch across here and leave these just open as corners. And then here is going to be a large portal once I actually get crystal blocks. These blocks here. And basically what these blocks do is you can make a portal to any dimension, any age. They're from Mistcraft, but like you could basically go into the nether and you could set a linking book in the nether where you wanted it to go, and then you can plug that in to your portal, and that's where it will go. And I'm thinking I'll do that rather than a conventional nether portal. Kind of for 2 reasons. One, the Mistcraft won't spawn zombie pigmen. Stuff can still walk in and out of it, but they won't spawn there. And second reason is because currently the nether portals in this 1.62 cannot be made into an odd number. This is 5 across here, and I'm gonna have it come all the way across, so it'll be 3 wide and probably 4 tall. And I'm gonna do the same thing on this side with a twilight portal into the twilight forest. And well, again, the twilight portal would be a square in a ground surrounded by dirt or grass. And Shells, she was on her way to the skeleton spawner, so I'm guessing she missed the ladder just now. I have an open spot there so I can fall down with my jetpack and get down quicker. So, but anyways, what was I saying? Twilight Forest portal. Yeah, it's 4 and then surrounded by 4 dirt or grass covered by flowers, which wouldn't really look all that great there. I could put it up there, but somewhere up here it would actually match. But I think I'll go with the other big portal to get through there, which I think will look pretty nice. I don't really like the crystal itself. However, we are using lots and lots of micro blocks, so we can simply take some covers and just cover up all the blue and pretty much build it out of any type of block we want to. And we'll also be able to put some nice trim on it as well. So I think I'm going to maybe play around with this Mistcraft stuff and see if I can get started with it at all. Just in regards to how this ink mixer works and stuff like that. I probably won't show any. It'll probably be an off-camera thing, and I'm probably going to just like do these arches here. Maybe add the table in that I was planning on adding, and perhaps some lights up here. Yeah, again, it's probably going to be pretty similar to what's been going on down there. So I'm, yeah, going to go fill my inventory with some micro blocks again and see what I can come up with. So I have this done so far, and it's definitely better than the iron bars, but I don't really like this square or this cube thing in the middle. I like these, the way these work, and the gold, but I don't like this middle piece. I had it without these before, just a circle, but that didn't look all that great either. So let's see. Does that look? That kind of looks a little bit too open. Not too bad though, really. I'm gonna play with this a little bit more. Get maybe something going through the middle here and see what that looks like. That doesn't really look all that much better. Could do that. Kind of wish you could put these blocks like straight across like the top, but that looks a little better. It's a little bit separated-ish, but it's definitely at least different. And then I'm thinking of doing something just like this all the way around here as well. Just to cover up this nether brick pillar a little bit. And that would be the same for these three pillars there. And I'm not sure if I want to leave all of this open and this back part, but it does look better open, but that's partly because there's no other detail at all on the side and the back of the house. It's just the flat, plain nether brick right now. But I'm going to keep on working and see if I can come up something a little better for that. Okay, I tried a couple different things and pretty much I'm gonna go with this. The only difference from last time is just the glass top. So yeah, you could come hang out here, set down your glass, and you know, enjoy the view. Except I guess in Minecraft, because this is a block up, your glass would sit up here, but yeah, that's beside the point. At least it's I think it looks pretty good. What I don't like is what I've done here. It's too bulky. So So I'm gonna play with this some more and see if I can think of something that's gonna decorate this pillar without making it super bulky. I kind of like these little cubes with the bigger one and then the smaller one with the gap. But we'll see if I can work that in or not. Different, but I like it. And I think this is what I'm going to go with actually. It's yeah, definitely kind of breaking the pattern a little bit. We're starting to get a lot, or really kind of generic, you know, pillar coming out at the top, curl at the top, and up and over and down. It's kind of wanted to try to mix it up a little bit, and it was looking all the same. So I think this is gonna look pretty good once I do this on all the top there. Really really kind of highlights the nether brick, yet giving it a little more definition, and yeah, just definitely looks better. So I'm going to do that to that pillar, and those three over there, and see how it looks once it's all done. Probably have to do this one too. I could just keep that whole style for the entire top, but again, I'm not sure if I want all of this to be open or not yet, so I may have this back part closed off. Alright, so we are all done here with these pillars. I like the way they look. Keeping at least a little bit of the nether brick shown without covering them totally up. I need to get some more of these little gold sticks and do all three of these. But if we look at this from the bottom here, it looks pretty good. If we look up along there, they kind of it looks like they cut off abruptly, so I may continue them down and like continue this one all the way down. But I'm not quite sure yet. It kind of depends what I decide to do for detailing on the rest of this. But just looking up at these, or focusing on these sections themselves, they look pretty nice, and I'm definitely happy with the way they turned out. So, gonna keep those for sure. And I think we'll call it an episode there. We made a lot of progress, got a lot of things done. Have a roof over our head now, so when it rains every minute and a half, it seems like lately. Yeah, keeping dry and quiet. So, hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and hope to see you back next time.